if you don't mind educating myself and the audience on the history of the Jewish mob.
Okay, I'll be glad to. So, the Jewish mob basically starts at the time of the large immigration from East Europe in the late 1880s, 1890s. And of course, poverty, they come into the United States, they move into the cities, and they form the ghettos of the United States, whether it's Baltimore, whether it's Boston, New York, Brooklyn, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland. And the original Jewish gangster was really it was brutal. He was a brute. It was brutal. In fact, there's a book that I read many, many years ago that said 25% of the prisoners in the New York prison system were Jews. What were the crimes? A lot of the crimes were violence.
What year was this?
Probably at the turn of the 20th century.
Got it.
All right. And it was the name of the book was called The Rise and Fall of the Jewish Gangster, Jewish Mobster, something like that. The interesting part about it, Patrick, was that they were involved in all forms of shakedowns, violence, beatings, murders, and prostitution.
Okay.
All right. The majority of the prostitute in that time were Jewish women. They'd come, they couldn't find their husbands, and the pimps would be waiting for them on the piers.
Majority of the prostitutes in the 20s were Jewish women.
Not 20s, late 1890s.
1890s.
1890s,
Okay.
1900s.
Got it. Okay.
So it was really brutal crime. Now, the generation that comes up that was either born in the United States or had recently immigrated from Europe, let's say, for example, Meyer Lansky, Benny Siegel, Lepke Bullcoulter, My Father's World, and so forth. Some of them were born here, and some were born on the other side and came as young kids. All right? And I'm talking now post-1900. So these kids start as gangs, and what they want, it's control of territory, neighborhoods, and so forth, and the control of the ghetto. They had a responsibility as well, and that was to protect the ghetto from the being invaded and beat up by kids from other ethnicities. And so the pushcart vendors and the storekeepers, they would depend on these young kids to defend the neighborhood. The young kids were responsible to take care of the fathers, the uncles, the grandparents, the cousins, and everybody. That was the responsibility.
The other way around. Instead of parents, it was the kids.
The kids that took care. Very good point.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.